Dear management student, this video has been done on your course Introduction to Management Chapter 2 Evolution of Management, topic Classical Management, Part 1, because I divided classical management thought into two portions as far as the broad breadth of the course has been content has been concerned. Thus, let's directly go to the era of classical management thought. So classical management thought has been started 20th century ago. At the turn of the 20th century, business was expanding and creating deluxe products and new market, but labor was in short supply. There was no sufficient skilled manpower which could support and sustain dramatic advanced human needs in a remarkable turbulent business environment, mostly after industrial revolution of the Western world. Here, one of the well-known contributor of the classical management thought was the Frederick Winslow Tyler. Frederick W. Tyler was from 1856 to 1915. Mainly his contribution was said to be scientific classical management thought. Under Tyler's management system, factories are managed through scientific methods rather than by use of empirical or rule of thumb. So he's not going for the rule of thumb, just totally ignored the traditional method of management. Rather, he mainly focused on scientific management. So widely, he is said to be Frederick W. Tyler was considered as the father of scientific management. So widely prevalent in the days of the late 19th century, when Tyler devised his system and published Scientific Management in 1911. The main element of scientific management of Tyler were time studies, functional or specialized supervision standards of tools and implements, standardization of work methods, separate planning function management by exception principle. So time studies, those are scientific, how he just controlled his employees in the work area through managing the time. The use of slide rules and similar time-saving devices, instruction cards for workmen, task allocation and large bonus for successful performance, the use of differential rates, meaning the payment that will be depends upon performance of the employees or the workers, was just made by the Tyler. Mnemonic system for classifying products and implements, a routine system, a modern costing system. Tyler called these elements merely elements or detail of the mechanism of management. He called those mechanism or those methods as mechanism of management. Perhaps the key idea of scientific management and the one which has drawn the most criticism was the concept of task allocation. According to Tyler, task allocation is a concept that breaking tasks into smaller and smaller tasks, allowing determination of the optimum solution to the task. The man in the planning room, whose specialty is planning ahead, invariably finds that the work can be done more economically by subdivision of the labor. Each act of mechanic, or for example, should proceeded by the various preparatory acts done by the man. The main argument against Tyler in his reductionist approach to work, or that is division of labor, here is mainly dehumanize the workers. Mainly, Tyler is just focusing as man as a machine. It is said to be mechanistic approach, almost mechanical, considering man and machine are equal. So dehumanizing the worker. The allocation of the work, specifying not only what is to be done, but how it is to be done, and the exact time allocated for doing it. It is seen as leaving no scope for the individual worker to excel or think. Tyler, an American engineer, was the founder of the scientific management school of thought. He spent the greater part of his life working on the problem of achieving greater efficiency on the shop floor, worker himself, and later as a manager. His career began as apprentice in the engineering. Tyler built the body of principles that now constitute the essence of scientific management. Tyler also encouraged employers to pay more productive workers at higher rate than others. The increased rate was carefully calculated and based on the greater profit that would result from increased production. Thus, workers were encouraged to surpass their previous performance standard and earn more pay. That is, which is called differential rate method. So this is one of the finding of Tyler, differential rating method. So the employees that has performed better should be paid better according to Tyler. Tyler also called for a drastic reorganizing of supervision. He also reorganized the supervision method. His system embodied two new concepts. One is separation of planning and doing. The other is functional foremanship. Yes, separation of planning and doing, or just implementation, just making a difference, as well as functional foremanship, that is the supervision. So these are the major contribution of Tyler. Then in general, the principle of scientific management, Tyler outlined his philosophy. It rested, he said, on four major principles, or four major findings from the scientific management of Tyler. The first one is the development of a true science of management, so that the best method for performing each task could be determined, best method according to Tyler. So this is the first finding. The second one is scientific selection of workers, so that each worker would be given responsibility for the task for which he or she is best suited. So every employee should be assigned to the best suited job. This is the second contribution. The third one is scientific education and development of the workers. According to Tyler, workers need to be educated scientifically. The fourth one is intimate or friendly cooperation between followers, between the leader and the employees, according to Tyler. So these are the major contribution of Tyler. So for basic findings of Tyler. Then the other contributors of the scientific classical management was Henry L. Gantt. Gantt was a contemporary and colleague of Tyler at the Bethlehem Steel Company, and he strongly supports the idea of scientific management propounded by Tyler. He is a supporter of Tyler. He also emphasized the concept of mutuality of interest between management and workers. So both interests must be kept according to the Gantt. He stressed the need to appreciate that in all problem of management, the human element is the most important. So mainly focusing on the human element according to Henry Gantt. Gantt made improvement in the Tyler incentive system and developed what is known as task and bonus plan. So Gantt developed task and bonus plan. Tyler has developed differential rate, but almost they are closer, but this one Gantt has just modified a little bit. This is the foundation of many incentive plans in out times, or currently the incentive mechanism for any employees or workers in the industry has been, this theory has been the foundation for this. Under this incentive plan, the worker is paid a guaranteed daily wage, whether or not he completes the standard task. But if he completes 4 hours work in 3 hours or less, he paid for 4 hours. So there is this as great difference with that of the differential rate of Tyler. In case of differential rate, the more you perform, the more you will be paid. So based on performance